Welcome to Deadlands Dime Novels, The Adventures of Young and Holt, Issue 16, Annabelle Aftermath. I'm your narrator, Ernest Wick, intrepid reporter for the Tombstone Epitaph. In this issue, Young and Holt recover from the attack by Annabelle and the Marshallites, and then try to explain just what happened to the survivors and take care of a few unfortunate pieces of business. Our resident huckster also finds himself a bit shell-shocked over the whole ordeal. So, let's see where they're at.
Have a drink.
The whiskey's gonna go great on an empty stomach.
Yeah, sure. Well, at this point, anything's better than
The burning will feel good.
what was in my mouth before.
It's very true. No arguing that.
No matter what happened, you did good. I froze the first time.
I am completely out of it.
All right. So, about 3 or 4 minutes later, HB comes back. He comes kind of running to the entrance of the livery. We got a problem. You probably you might want to come and see this.
Okay. I'll reload the shotgun that's laying on the floor.
Yes, it is.
And I'll basically, lay it in his laps, even though his hands are loose and not going to be on it. It'll be there. Maybe it'll give him a little comfort. And then go with
All right.
him to see.
The doc's still alive. Do we need to bring him over there?
We can. What is it you want me to see?
It's up at Sylvia's. She's not well. She's not going to make it.
Well, hate to say it, but anybody too wounded might be shambling around like these things later on.
He kind of leans in as you kind of slowed your pace walking up towards Sylvia's. I don't. People here don't know exactly what happened. They don't know what we want to what we want to tell them. We can't tell them what I think those were, can we? I only ask this because I've seen some things and I know some things, but I'm reckoning you might know a little bit more.
How long have you been in town?
I've only been here a couple of weeks.
Other than the Sioux, is there any raiders or bandits in the area that the town fears?
Well, there's always a threat of the gangs that come through, but there hasn't really been anything of too great. It's relatively peaceful here. There's not much to take.
Right.
You think we should
Everybody
blame
gathered.
You thinking we should blame the Sioux?
No, not the Sioux. Maybe some bandits.
All right. What if they recognize any of those people, though?
Well, we need to see to that. So while they're in the saloon, we'll need to round up and give proper burial, bonfire, something to the rest of the corpses that are scattered. A lot of them aren't going to be recognizable depending on how you put them down.
I did my best. It took me a little bit to figure out that the only way they were going to be going down was into the old brain pan there.
Mm-hmm. Right in the noggin.
Yeah.
Well, why don't we spin a little yarn and mention a gang that has been known to use tricks and showmanships to spread fear. Right. That they abduct people and through their depravity turn them into mindless killing machines. Perhaps a drug of some sort might encourage this action and behavior, and that's what we witness here today.
Some sort of opium derivative.
Yeah.
Yes. You bring that up, I can vouch for such an animal. I've seen such things. He gives you little air quotes in my travels.
And knowing this, we've driven off the leader, which would be Annabelle. So, what name should we give to this organization since you've been in town and know of some local bandits around the area?
Well, if we want to go with the depravity angle, why don't we call them the Devil's Sons, or perhaps the Devil's Dead, maybe.
Okay.
Something along those lines. You throw
How about the Devil's Claw?
The Devil's Claw. I like the sound of that. Anytime in a lot of these small towns, you ever throw in something that attached the word devil to it, townsfolk will usually fall for that. They become a bit more pliable, a bit more open to suggestion.
So, head into the saloon.
Okay.
And try to quiet people down as much as I can with all the commotion. Like, look, people, you want some answers? Here's what's going on. And I'll proceed to spin a yarn, setting up some backstory about the Devil's Claw and how they're moving across the area, abducting, torturing, killing, and letting loose drug-induced captives on towns so that they can come in and rob and steal and burn behind them and to spread fear. Basically, now that they've hit the town, they're not going to be coming back, so I can start resting their minds at ease. You survived. It's better than what happened in Marshall. All
right.
And start spreading that yarn. So, persuasion check.
HB is going to assist you.
Okay.
So you're going to get a +1 on this.
Paul Taylor is going to give me a +2, so I'll get 3 total. I really like a Benny here.
Actually, it's double ones right here.
6 + 3 is 9.
9, that's a success with a raise. Not bad.
Okay.
For the most part, they seem to buy it. Feeling like they need to have something to grab onto to make sense of all of this that just happened.
And to calm fears and down.
Calm the fears down. As you finish your tale, you kind of hear a that makes sense to me. And the crowd kind of parts, and you see Sylvia. She's sitting down. She's got her back up to the bar, the saloon. So she's laying there with her back up there. And then on his knees next to her is the little boy that came out and brought you the food when you ordered. And he's just kind of there leaning up against her. She kind of pats him on the thigh, and she says, "That's why I always tell you, son, that opium is bad stuff. You want to stay away from those things, and you're definitely going to want to remember this lesson, because I'm not going to be around much longer to teach you this." And she kind of looks up at you. "Where's your friend?"
He's in a condition close to yours. He might pull through, though. We're hoping. You stick with us.
A man kind of in the crowd says, "He's where?"
I got him taken care of. He's resting.
Are you sure? I think you can see he's got a little leather bag in his hand. He's kind of wiping his bald head off with a handkerchief. I can take a look at him.
I give him a stern eye. One hand kind of goes down to pistol edge, and just don't mess it up. If you do, he's in the liver.
All right, no problem. She looks at me. "The doc's a good man. He'll take care of him."
So, I'll lean down close and whisper into Sylvia's ear and be like, "You did good here. Take it easy." And they didn't force anything on you, did they?
Oh, no, we just got a couple of... She clawed at me, and one of those sons of bitches bit me.
Well,
it bit me.
Well, Sylvia, I'll look up at the...
bad enough whiskey with opium.
I'll mount the mounted head on the wall. I'll look up at that and go, "You got a nice rack."
Oh, no. It's not funny, but it's funny.
Rest easy.
Okay, wait. She grabs your hand, and her hand is bloody. So it kind of stains. She says, "Look, I bet I'll make it. Nobody in this town's going to want to go anywhere. They're just going to want to leave from the sheriff. I can't have my boy being here by himself without his mother. It's bad enough he doesn't have his father. He's got an Uncle Francis in Fargo.
Francis.
Yeah. Look, I'm not. I know. I literally just met you just a few hours ago. But if I don't make it,
I'll see he's done right, but
okay. I appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot.
you just rest easy.
I ain't going anywhere right now.
Yeah, I need another one of those shaves from you. So you just get better.
Yeah, it sounds good. And she kind of looks, drinks from the house.
Did you hear that? Sylvia said drinks on the house.
Well, HB kind of goes around the bar. Allow me to.
I'll motion to one of the other people on here, and I'll be like, keep her comfortable, and I'll walk out.
Okay.
While he's heading down to did you take care of the extra Marshallites?
They left.
No, the ones
now,
you killed.
No, now that I've told the story, I was leaving to go do that.
Okay, all right. So while he's went down there, I'm going to kind of shake myself out of it, mainly because at this point I'm alone with a shotgun, and I really don't want to die.
Makes sense.
So my fear is pushing me out of this at this point.
All right.
Because I don't know where what everyone's gone.
Right.
But
I'm going to. Maybe there's a sort of a changing room in the livery where there might be extra clothes.
there's a clear spot where you can find. It's not necessarily as much of a change of clothes as
because I'm assuming my clothes are shredded and bloody at this point from the explosion of the wall.
they're
beyond everything else.
You can you can find a little side room off of there. There's some steps that lead up to the upper level, and that's where Horace used to live.
And there might also be some
And
water
that
troughs.
itself is a tragedy.
That is a tragedy.
Maybe some water troughs inside the livery.
Yes.
The water might be a little murky at this point, but
Who cares?
yeah.
But yeah, you're up in Horace's space, and you're able to find some reasonable clothes. You're putting them on, and you hear a voice. You okay in here? I heard you were hurt. I'm the doc. I'm here to take a look at you.
All right, I gotta make a spirit check here.
A fear check.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say
Yes.
because you have overcome your fear, and a lot of it is based on you would have horrible regret if you didn't go and see this through. The words of Joshua in your head. This is your story, Porter, and you definitely don't want it to end poorly. So I'm going to give you a +2, a temporarily +2. So you're only be -2 on your rolls here.
5. I don't unload the shotgun into the door.
That's good. Could have been really bad for the dog.
Who is it?
It's Doc Anderson coming in here and check on you. They said you get cut up pretty bad.
Yeah,
Did you have one of them bite you? Where are you?
I'm upstairs.
All right, I'll come up there. Don't you come down.
Oh, I see. I thought he was at the door from the
door in the
room that I was in.
No, door in the livery.
Oh, okay. Then I would have just fired at the stairs or something like that.
All right. You can hear him chugging up the stairs, and he gets up there.
I'm going to have the shotgun leveled at the door when he.
He holds up his bag and
Oh, that's a deja vu from Ingersoll.
You just Ingersoll.
I just Ingersoll.
It's all right there, stranger.
Right in fire.
You know what it's like on the other side.
Yeah.
You were with the gunslinger. Came into town, right?
Yes.
Okay. I thought I didn't recognize you. You want to put that? You want to put that smoke wagon down? Appreciate that.
I'm gonna keep my hat on the entire time. It's got a gun in it. It's not going anywhere.
So, well, you said none of them bit you.
No, I probably don't even have my shirt on at this point.
You're probably just bleeding all over from like multiple coats.
Yeah.
Oof. What happened to the front of the livery there? I mean, because there's holes in the... I saw the holes in the wall, but judging by your chest and these pieces, hold still, this is going to sting. God! He starts pulling out pieces of wood. Judging by this, I'm thinking you were on the side, you were on the other side. Did one of them charge through here, or what happened?
Would Porter know to not tell the truth is where I'm trying to think.
I think he might suspect whether or not, because you would suspect because you know that you do strange things yourself.
There's that.
You keep secrets already.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you've already seen a couple of things.
Right.
Especially the stuff you saw in either with the Giants, in the homestead, wherever. Mm-hmm. Enough weird stuff on top of the weird stuff that you already know that you might have a strong suspicion to not tell the truth.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I was trying to think. How green is he? Was what I was trying to go through. I think one of them had some dynamite on him.
Ooh. Now that would explain the hole. That would explain this. You're lucky there, son.
Maybe.
You're breathing.
That's true.
And judging by this, and he kind of moves you around a little bit, and he starts poking you. Judging by this, I'm thinking you're actually going to do okay. I think that you're going to be you're going to recover from this. In fact, we're going to see exactly how much you're going to recover.
Here comes the one.
And again, 2. I will spend and I'll add on this. Add a d6 on this. All right, you recover 1 wound.
All right.
From that, I think good several days of rest should set you right. You got a lot of bruises, but these will heal, and these cuts they'll heal.
How about if we're traveling?
Well, that's not ideal conditions, but it'll still be the same result in the end. Might take a little bit longer, but it'll be all right. From where you're at, I think it's only a couple more days of travel.
So also on a time limit.
Yeah. All right. He puts a little alcohol on that, to make sure you don't get any infections. I know.
That was just the decoy.
I'm sorry. It's kind of the way it goes. It's 1800s medicine. What can I say? He bandages up the bad ones, the bad cuts on you, but the rest he kind of leaves. I got a few more people I need to attend to. Sylvia's not doing very well, and I got a couple of people I got to take care of. But when you can sleep up here if you like. I don't think Horace made it, but if the hospital is actually still in decent shape, but I'll come back and check on you either way. Pat you on the shoulder. I'm sorry. Other shoulder.
That one hurts more.
I'm all right. I'll just leave you alone. All right.
At that point, I'm probably going to crawl into the nearest bed. Assuming there's one in this room.
There's one definitely right up here in this loft area, for sure. Okay. You go around and you're basically looking for any ones that aren't shot in the head.
Are shot in the head. I'm just trying to round them all up.
Okay.
And put them together. Part of me almost wants to find a wagon and try to load them all in the wagon. And then I could set fire to the wagon.
You can do that. You may have to commandeer it. You're not sure exactly whose it is, but there's a wagon over by one of the construction sites where you can throw out a few pieces of wood and do that. You're finding a combination of both. People that you can tell are definitely Marshallites, and then people who are probably townsfolk. So you're going to put them both in the wagon?
Yeah. And not chopping the heads off of the townsfolk.
Okay. At one point during this, the blacksmith finds you as you're kind of struggling to pick up a particular body and comes on the other side, and he reaches under and helps you. Did you find a good use for those nails?
Left before I could get a chance to. I was going to mix them with little dynamite.
He reaches out his hand. Guy McCoy.
Guy? Josh.
Nice to meet you.
Glad you took care of the two that busted into your smithy.
Well,
Hopefully not too much burned down on you.
no, I was able to take care of it. It's fine. It's fine.
Know a good spot to dispose of these?
Well, yeah, we probably can go. I'd say we'll make things a little bit easier. First of all, appreciate you doing this. Second, good place to dispose them would be down by the fishing camp down there. Because third thing, fishing camp's not in good shape. There's nobody alive down there. So I'm thinking we just go and we just take care of that. I'll help you. I'll finish up helping you here. And we'll just go take care of this together.
Sounds like a plan. Remind me to buy you a drink after.
That won't be necessary.
You know, I could use a stiff one.
Yeah.
Keep trying to quit, but things like this just keep happening.
When you say that, he kind of turns and gives you a stern look. And he crosses his arms. Oh, I was going to ask you about that later.
Yeah, I guess it's just bad luck.
Came in with that girl in that dress.
Yep. Town Marshall. All we had there was bodies. She was the only one moving. We thought we were doing a good deed.
You think she's part of this gang that you mentioned?
Well, if you see her again, put her down. Don't let her live. I think she's the one doing it.
What the hell was wrong with her head?
That I don't know. Fire gone wrong? Snake charmer? Passing circus came through a while back. I forget which town it was. Lady played with snakes. Had them crawling around her neck, up around her head, all kinds of things moving. It was a dark night out here.
I appreciate the bullshit. Some of it I'm inclined to believe. One, because it makes me feel better. And two, I can't think of another reason why. Now, the only part that bothers me, she came in with you.
And you're thinking that we're part of it.
Well,
Despite the fact we're helping clean up and that I tried to put her down myself with several shots.
there's that. There's that. They should plop another body into the wagon.
Oh, I'm getting too old for this.
Well, I'm assuming you're not going to be around much longer.
Nope. Heading up to Fargo.
You going to take Sylvia's boy with you? If she doesn't make it?
I promised her that he would be cared for. I don't reckon I know anybody around here.
No, the boy's only kin is nearest kin is the uncle in Fargo. There's nobody else around here.
You know what kind of man he is?
Well, he's a good boy. He needs a man in his life since his dad died, anyway. Sylvia's not been too keen on anyone who's come courting her, despite he kind of looks down at this point, looks down on the ground, despite best intentions. But
she had a love in Marshall that went the way of throwing the body on her.
Yeah, I knew about that, man. All right.
You saying you want to take care of the boy?
Well, I'm saying I could certainly use the help, but I'm a little torn about the fact that I'm not kin, and that's not her wishes.
Well, I only promised that I'd do right by the boy. Proper dad, that's not always blood.
Back in the Confederate States, well, before the war, a man with my color skin. Yeah, it's kind of disgusting. But a man with my color skin, considering such an action, raising a boy like that, skin don't match mine, wouldn't go too well. Here's a little different.
Here's a lot different.
Clearly, you can handle yourself.
Yeah,
Fargo's a bigger town.
I'm getting old.
What about the guy?
Tragedies like this tend to follow me around sooner or later. This This West is just gonna chew on me one time too many.
How about this? How about we compromise? I'll keep an eye on the boy. When you're in Fargo, you find Uncle Francis, and you let him know. And we'll leave it up to him. That's a good test of his character.
Yep. If he comes for the boy, it's meant to be. If he don't,
That's fair.
that is fair.
You got enough strength to help me pull this wagon?
That's what horses are for. We can always go get a horse out of livery.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Got a few in there.
I'm a little tired myself.
It's a little ways down to the camp.
Yeah, that's true. All right.
I'll pull some cash out of my boot, hand it to him, $30. I'm doing right by the boy.
All right, stranger. Joshua, I'm sorry. You're not a stranger now. I take back what I suspected of you.
Much obliged. So, what you got that makes a nice fire?
Oh, I'm a blacksmith. I got plenty to make a good fire. You get these guys down there. I'll go get the kindling.
I just see the shapes disappearing into the dark, and then later, a big fire.
You do see when you go down to the fishing camp. Yeah, it was a slaughter. They whooped it up too much. Were too drunk, and they clearly got completely ambushed by Marshallites there. But between you two and Guy secures 2 more individuals he knows he can trust to help clean up that mess down there, who basically keep their mouths shut.
Mm-hmm.
You spend the next couple of hours taking care of that.
I am going to make sure that no firearms get thrown in the fire, so those will be sorted out. We don't need stray rounds going on.
Nope, that would be bad. And yeah, so by the time you get all of this done, it's basically dawn. You're utterly exhausted.
Fatigue.
Probably got a level of fatigue at this point. The sunlight just comes streaming through all the cracks in the livery and wakes you up despite your best intentions. You stumble down the stairs and you come walking out of the livery just as Joshua's come walking up, smelling of burnt wood.
Blood splatter, ash burn.
Yeah, you both just look horrible.
I cleaned up a little.
You did clean up a little bit. That's true.
I used water. Now I probably smell more of alcohol, honestly.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Glad to see you made it.
Is this what a hangover feels like?
A good one.
Why do you keep drinking that stuff?
Oh, with what happened to you tonight, and you asked me that question.
What happened after?
What's the last thing you remember? You were pretty out of it when we found you.
The last thing I remember is being drug out of a hay bale.
Well, near as I could tell, that dynamite you threw didn't go very far. The wall exploded, which must have knocked you deeper in the livery, and yeah, did all that. By the time we found you, Annabelle was trying to force feed you something.
I was hoping that was a nightmare.
Yep, sorry about the fingers down your throat, but had to make sure that didn't take. So, your suitor is still out there. Let's hope we'll be ready for the next time she comes calling.
She knows we're going to Fargo.
Yep.
Well,
And
you may still get to use her as a distraction like you wanted. Next time I'm throwing more dynamite.
next time, throw all the dynamite.
At that point, you walk into Sylvia's. HB is behind the bar, and he's kind of just finishing up, polishing the bar. Good morning, gentlemen. How are we feeling?
I get to sort of sit down at the table, and I'm gonna. Food really doesn't sound all that appetizing right now.
After the night you had last night, Porter, I'm imagining that it probably doesn't. But can I get you some coffee?
Okay.
Excellent. Everything else taken care of?
Everything else taken care of. Quite the fire down at the...
Yes, indeed. I saw it. That was quite the pyre. Yeah. That's... we don't have to worry about anything now? Good.
They have a dartboard.
They do.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, I'm gonna get up and just start flinging cards at the dartboard until I run out and then go pick them up. I'll probably do it again.
All right. Is he going to be okay?
Well, are any of us going to be okay?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You handled yourself pretty good in that fight.
I do what I can. When you travel like I do...
The cards were a little confusing.
I'm a lot like your friend there in the sense that it's a nervous habit. When you get in situations like that.
I don't know why he does it either.
Yeah. Well, nerves, really. Is that really what it is? It's, keeps me calm. Keeps me calm. And last night I needed to be calm.
We're pretty calm. Porter didn't say that, but he was pretty calm.
So, where are you heading next?
That's a good question. I thought about, you mentioned Fargo, and I thought about that myself. And the thought's still noodling around in my head, just a bit here and there. But after all of this, I might make my way back to Minneapolis.
Back to home, huh?
Yeah, I'm thinking I probably could go there, rest a little bit, recoup. I've sold several bottles of my ointments and tinctures.
After tonight, I'm surprised you don't have you sold out.
Well, I do need to go actually and check to make sure some of that survived. I've been down here basically all night making sure everything's going okay. Last I checked, I think Sylvia's hanging on, but it's not looking good. It's not looking good. But that's neither here nor there for me. I'll make sure to take care of the place for as long as necessary. Who knows? Maybe I'll stay here for just a little bit and make sure that this stays running. I never fancied myself a saloon owner, but that could be a possibility.
Yeah, you got an act for it.
Well, I'd like to think I do. I think I've got the face for it.
Could always have somebody running your elixirs. Sell them out of here.
Sir, that's not a bad idea. Well, unless you're looking for company. If you're looking for company to Fargo, I'd be happy to travel there with you, possibly. But you seemed urgent, like you weren't necessarily going to be here very long, unless I was reading the situation wrong.
No, we got some fellas we're trying to meet up with.
That's fair. That's fair. Well, you're always welcome to come back here if I'm still here. Give you room on the house.
Ah, good to know. Good to know. So, Porter.
I'm scooping up the cards on the ground.
You awake enough to ride?
Yeah.
We need to get you a wagon.
No, I can ride. It's going to hurt a lot.
It is going to hurt a lot.
Got any painkillers?
It's funny you should ask that, my friend. Painkillers. Absolutely. I've got some painkillers for you.
I just shake my head, grab the bottle off the bar, and walk out and start prepping the horses, saddling them up.
Let me tell you what I've got for you. And I might even be able to give you a discount.
Well, I guess things are about as normal as they're going to get. Our posse can't stick around for too long, as they have important business waiting for them in Fargo. I'm beginning to think, however, that something is bound to get in their way. We'll find out in the next issue, Back to Business, which, by the way, will include a special guest. The part of Joshua Young is played by Brent Rich, Porter Holt is played by Brad Smith, and your intrepid Marshal is played by Chris Hussey. Deadlands and Savage Worlds are the property of Pinnacle Entertainment Group. Learn more about their great games at their website, peginc.com. And of course, thanks always to our friends over at Fear the Boot. Support their Patreon at patreon.com/feartheboot. Intro music provided by Zitron Sound. Some sound effects courtesy of Plate Mail Games. Hear what they have to offer at platemailgames.com. Contact information for your Marshal and information about other music in this issue can be found in the notes on our website, ap.feartheboot.com. And if you enjoy these issues, please consider dispensing a lovely 5-star review on wherever it is that you do listen from. It is kindly appreciated. I'm Ernest Wick for the Tombstone Epitaph. And remember, the main hope of civilization is that people may get together someday and try it.